Greetings. Greetings, everybody. This is going to be a general collective energy reading for you guys. This is not a personal reading. So keep in mind that some of these messages may resonate with you, while other messages may not resonate with you. So just, take as it speaks to you. Use your discernment, okay? So happy Sunday. If you're watching this not on a Sunday, good day to you. Greetings, good evening, good night to you, whatever. Um, so yeah, let's go ahead and get into this reading, okay? Um, just gonna channel some messages and see what wants to come through from the divine. Um, okay, let's get into this. All right, lots of awakening energy. You guys may be, some of you guys may be in between feeling tired. Some of you guys may be in between feeling like alive. Let's do this. Let's get it. Excited. Um, if you guys find, if you guys find that you're not, say you make plans to go somewhere, do something, and it gets canceled, take that as a sign that it may not be time for you to come out of her. Like, some of you guys are healing. Like, you might not know that you're healing. It's not something that's completely evident or clear to you, but you are. Especially those of you that are tired often. Make sure that you're taking the proper care of your body. Get some sun. Drink water. Like, take care of yourself like a plant, basically. Thank you. Take care of yourself as if you are a plant that needs watering, that needs love, that needs sunlight. Take time with yourself, ground yourself. I need to do better with grounding. There's different ways that you can ground yourself. I need to, because I'm an earth sign, but I feel like because we all have all elements within us anyway, utilize the earth energy to ground yourself. Connect with the divine mother energy. When you connect with divine mother energy, that's the nurturing part of self-love. When you're connecting with the divine father energy, that's more of the assertive energy, more of the allowing energy, the more being under the cover and protection of both energies, actually, if that even makes sense. You can ground yourself in many different ways. Breathing meditations. Yes, sending love. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sending love to everybody, the collective. You just need to ground right now. Take care of yourself. Okay? Yes, get your affairs, get your houses in order. Yes. Get your body, your temple in order. Um, I know I'll speak for me and others similar that's going through similar things with me, where your eating habits are shifting, where you might be craving more plant-based foods. You might not even be hungry as much as you used to be. Me, as a foodie, I be looking at stuff, I be wanting to eat it. Like last night, we cooked some bomb stuff. Me and my family, we got together, we cooked some good shit, and I couldn't eat all of it. As much as I wanted to, my body rejected it. It was like, no, you don't need to eat that. So I might eat once or twice a day, if that. I hardly eat anymore, which is weird because I love to eat. But it started off with me fasting. So if you guys are guided to like fast when it comes to like eating and what you drink, fasting, because you can fast in different types of ways. You can fast from social media. You can fast from, um, you know, something, whatever, TV. So if you guys have found yourself not wanting to really eat much, um, those that might be physical. That I will not even. I'm not saying that it might be. No, it is. Spiritual upgrades. You're not crazy. You're not tripping. Okay. Um, your light bodies. My sister calls them smart bodies, like high tech bodies. Your superhero body. doesn't need to eat lots of food. Um, you don't have to eat all the time. Your fleshly body is the thing that's connected to all this, the physical stuff, but your higher self, your spirit body, doesn't need all of that. So you might even be guided to just, drink water or something, or drink tea. And you might be guided to drink soda. That's cool. That's fine. You might want to eat a burger or something. That's cool. It might be just a one-time thing. Take care of your body. Listen to your body's, how it speaks to you. This, it's been crazy for me. I feel like I haven't really been connecting with you guys lately. I feel like I've been away. Well, of course, it started when I left to go to California and just have a little break or whatever. But ever since then, I've been spending a lot of time, like really in myself, a lot, and reading and channeling and clearing all kind of, like, I've been guided to fast. I've been tapping into, like, it all started. I'll get into the reading, I promise, because this is part of the reading. We don't always need cards to get the messages. But it all started when I started reading. It's called The Sacred Woman, and it talks about the, taking care of your yoni, taking care of that part of your body, because it is a portal. It does have its own mind of its own, just like our heart has a mind of its own. It's an intelligence within us, just like as women, our yonis is another part of us. It's another intelligence. So tapping into that and what it's saying to me, what it needs and what it wants, it activated me paying attention more to my body and what my body is telling me what it wants and what it needs. So, yeah. Um, Basically, with that, your body is telling you what it wants and what it needs. If it says, hey, I want a little bit of sugar, it might be for a reason. If it's telling you, no, I don't really want to eat that, I'm going to wait till later to eat that, because my body is saying so, pay attention. Um, I had linked up with some amazing people. Some people are part of my soul tribe I just met. And one of them was breaking down, can't remember what she called it. It's not, what is it called? Extraterrestrial diet? I want to say that, but I know that's not what she said. It's something like that. I can't really remember, but intuitive eating. That's a good word for it. Um, she was mentioning like how certain ET fasting, thank you, ET fasting. She was mentioning how like certain things that you eat, like say for instance, certain seasonings and foods, like it's certain, your body is going to tell you what it wants and what it needs and why. She broke it down much better than what I'm doing, but basically listen to what your body is telling you to do. Dr. Sebi, yes. Queen Afua, I'm not probably not saying her name right, but she's also good with her diets and stuff like that. In the book, in the Sacred Woman book, she has a whole list of foods that are good for the yoni if you're a woman, to cleanse out your body. Even for everybody, like male or female right now, like fall season is a good time to like eat those foods that cleanse out your solar plexus, your solar, like that, your solar system. I was about to say that. It's crazy. Yeah, the your solar system. It's a good time to clean that part of your body out, because you're going into the harvest season. So it's like the food, the energy that you're taking in, you want it to be clear. We're not talking about future spouses right now. We're talking about some stuff, some stuff. Okay, some stuff that we need to talk about. Not saying that future spouses and all of that is wrong, but you want to make sure that you good. Okay. Um, But yes, if you feel guided to get that book, I would get it. It's like, even with books, I'm learning, because I be feeling bad sometimes when I don't read my books and stuff. Like I be like, oh shit, I didn't read my book today. Your higher self knows what you need and when you need it. So you know that. You know when you want it. And there's another book that I was guided to get. It's called Pussy Prayers by Black Girl Bliss, is the author. That helped me tap into some wounding with my wound. I was also guided to get The Weight by Megan Good. and her husband, Devon Franklin, The Weight. And people think like it's a celibacy book in a way that's like condemning sex and like some holier than thou. Like that book helped me to tap into myself. Like forget about marriage and all that stuff. Like not saying that you shouldn't be on that, but it opens a whole nother level of why it's a good thing to like. It's spirit has been like crazy with me lately. Grateful for it. But yeah, I'll probably talk about that another time. But anyway, so where was I even going with this? Spirit, what's going on? Right. Thank you, Agent M. Exactly. Because we can get lost in that, and I've been guilty of it a few times. Like, you get caught up in these dudes and these, women for some of you, and kind of forget about you. The most important thing is spirit knows what you want. They're asking you intentions. Um, they're asking you they know what you want and what you're asking for. They know your intentions. The thing about it is you when you ask for something as sacred as a divine counterpart, you got to be one with the divine, and that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother subject. Not saying that you won't need healing, because I do believe like your partner also has the ability to help heal you and vice versa, but you don't want a relationship, hopefully you don't want a relationship that's built off of codependency, because it's not healthy. And every time, like if I try to go outside of myself and ask about something that is outside of me, spirit always flips it and turns it back on my ass anyway. That's the fun of it, isn't it? Isn't that fun? No, it's not fun, but it is what it is. It's helpful. It's helpful. Love is beautiful. We need it. Like, spirit created that. God created divine unions and equally yoked connections. So it's not bad to talk about that or to ask about it or to desire it. You just got to be in alignment with that. And a lot of times it's not about seeking a place of perfection, like, okay, well, because I've done this and I'm here now, or because I make this amount of money, or I went to college, or I'm 30 years old, now I'm ready for a mate. It don't work like that in the spiritual sense. Spirit goes off of divine timing and what spirit says, the reason and the purpose why two people get together. And that's another thing too. I be looking at it, well, like, okay, well, spirit, I feel like I'm at a whole space than some of these other people that have got married and such, or this person was doing this and she found her husband and she didn't have to go through all of this and all of that. You don't know what spirit is doing with that specific person and that specific union. I'll use this as an example. A close friend of mine that I grew up with, her sister, this is no shade, this is just a story. It's a true story I'm going to share as an example. She was a stripper. She was a stripper. She was living a hard life. And she met her husband. Her husband was a youth pastor, I think. I know he was in the church. I'm not saying that you need somebody that's in the church, but this is just what I'm getting at. She met a man that was solidified in his spirituality, and he was connecting with his divine purpose and all of that. He was somebody that was grounded within himself. She met up with him, and she changed her entire life from the lifestyle that she was living. They have a family, they have kids. They went through some ups and downs and stuff like that together, but they have a family. They have a whole family. So spirit uses certain things to get us where we need to be. It doesn't always got to be like, oh, I'm a whole woman, I have this all together, and or because I'm in this place within myself that now I deserve a mate. Spirit knows way beyond than what we know. Um, so it's all about where spirit says is what your higher self, your spiritual team, because they know better than what we know. It's not based off of our time and when we feel like we're ready or we think we want it and all of that. It's not based off of that. It's divine time. Divine timing could be 2 years, could be 5 months, could be 3 days from now. It's all about energy. It's not timing in a sense of calendars and clocks and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? Okay, let's go to the reading. I talked y'all ears off. I don't even know what we was talking about. Okay. I'm going to use my little cute little dragon oracle cards. I love them. Hi. Earth and water dragon creates the foundation for new growth. That's basically what we were talking about. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. So that's pretty much picking up what we was talking about as far as treating yourself, grounding your energies, nurturing yourself, earth and water, nurturing, giving to yourself. In a practical way, drink water as well. But remember, I was saying like the harvest energy, we're going into the fall season. It's a good time for you to eat certain foods that cleanse and flush you out, your solar plexus, your solar system, your soul area. That cleansing, because there's new energy that's coming in. That's the harvest energy. Could also be things that you've planted seeds for. You're preparing not only your physical body, but you're preparing your spiritual self to receive that, the seeds that you planted. You're making room for. It's like spring, when they say spring cleaning, you're clearing out stuff out of your house, out of your yard, whatever, because you're preparing for new energies to come in. That's basically what that is, just an outward physical manifestation of that, if that makes sense. So it says fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. So this is like preparation and planning energy. This could be something on a practical level that you're trying to bring in. The green is standing out to me. So that's heart chakra energy. Prepare your heart to receive. In order for you to receive things, your heart has to be open. Um, yeah, so some of you may be steadily working on that, the heart chakra. There's orbs in these cards. I didn't notice this. It's like little white orbs. Are these orbs or are these plants? These look like orbs. Yeah, I have my do-rag on. I look like fucking party next door right now. Hold on, let me see. What's going on? Black dragon from Saturn. Saturn energy is like karmic energy, clearing out karma. So it says, brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself, you have passed the test. So remember how I was saying like some are still in hermit mode, you're still clearing and stuff like that. Spirit, this is teaching you discipline within yourself on a spiritual level. So I feel like Spirit is telling you right now, like what's going to help you through this is continue to stay focused on what it is that you're calling in and what you're bringing in. Like stay focused on that. That you have passed the test. Congratulate yourself. So the work is already complete. It's already done. Things are clearing itself out. It's done. Some of you guys may have, some of you guys may have some type of placement in Saturn that I feel like tap into that. I don't know why. I don't really know too much about like what different placements yet. I'm still learning. Like I need to get on my studies with astrology. Like I said, sometimes I'll be feeling bad because I don't be reading like I should or I feel like I should. But tap into your chart, look up whatever placement is in Saturn, look that up unless you already know how to do this. It will tell you. It'll tell you what it is that's clearing out, where you're at with this. I feel like it's going to give you more clarity, more discernment, if that makes sense. So, yeah, isn't Saturn Capricorn ruling planet, if I'm not mistaken? Capricorn or Scorpio, it's one of them. I think it's Capricorn. Because Capricorn is a hard work energy. That's like get into the nitty gritty, putting in a lot of work and energy and discipline into something. I feel like it's Capricorn. If I'm not mistaken. All right. Work with your black stones and crystals. It's Capricorn? Okay. Thank you. Work on your black stones and your crystals. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit, for loving guidance. Thank you. card is like so a mess. This card is like, I don't know. I'll be looking at stuff too hard. Okay. So we have number 27 with Ching Yong. Ching Yong. Sorry. Kind of looks like my name a little bit. A little bit. It's weird. Be light of heart 27. So be lighthearted, and he got his chopsticks. See, I feel like, I don't know. I think I look too deep into stuff, and I'll be like, this looks a little, you know, a little prejudiced, you know, a little stereotypical. Anyway, he's got a bowl of food, and his chopsticks, right? So remember how we was talking about eating and your food, be light of heart. So your light body, it knows what it wants and what it needs. Some of you guys, it might be rice. I don't know. That might be specific. Or it could be soup or something. Soup season, that energy. Soups are good for also like clearing out and healing as you go into winter season, fall season. That's usually when people get sick. It helps you build your immune system. Drink food, like foods and drinks with oranges and yellows and reds are really good for cleansing, I feel like, especially with your lower chakras. So that's something with that. Then you have number 1 or number 4. Sorry, my eyesight is all fucked up. Number 4 with Apalala. Okay, there we go. Gotta sound it out. You are a peaceful being, which is the yin and yang symbol. This is coming into balance. It's coming into wholeness within yourself, your light and your shadow, your feminine and masculine principles and energies. And then number 4 itself is a number of foundation, stability, groundedness. Okay. All right, let's pull some tarot, see if we can get anything else. I don't know if y'all ready for these Edgar Allan Poe cards. They're a little interesting. Okay. I would use these cards for shadow work. I mean, they got some good cards, but it's an interesting deck, I will say. Let me put him to the side. We might tap into him in a little bit. I'm gonna use these cards just for a second here. Let's see what's going on in this collective. Any messages, Divine Spirit? Any messages that we need to know at this time? This collective. Come on now, collective. There we go. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. Yep. Keep doing that grounding work. It's building something, and this could be opportunities, financial opportunities, career opportunities. You have the Priest, the Hierophant energy. You have the Justice. Yep. Your Justice is coming in. Like, stick to your values. Stick to what it is that you're doing. Some of you guys, this is like a commitment. This is like a marriage. Does not have to be like an earthly marriage. This could have something to do with you're married to whatever your cause is, whatever your values are, whatever it is that you've been busting your ass for, because you also have the 5 of Wands. Like you had a good fight, whatever this is. You're about to get your just due. Some of you guys, the challenge was in your mind. I feel like the beliefs, thought patterns. You have the 8 of Wands. Like, yeah, your intentions. Your intentions, I feel like you set this woman, she looks like she's fighting whatever these, it looks like they're not exactly wands, they're kind of sharp. They look like sticks, sharp sticks. So whatever it is, you've had a good fight. Whoa. Okay. The 9 of Wands. Yeah, King of Wands. Yeah, this is mastery over some type of challenging energies. 9 of Wands, King of Wands, 6 of Pentacles, which is right underneath the Justice card. So it's something with balance. Just do. 6 of Wands. Yes, right underneath the 5 of Wands. Okay, so there's a victory. with overcoming an adversity, whether it's an adversity within the self, whether this is outward adversities, challenges that you've had to overcome. You've had a good fight, and I feel like you're getting your just due. I feel like also, too, how you handle this, how you handle people. The last card was the Seven of Pentacles, if I didn't say that. There's a lot of evolution cards, like cards that are elevating. You got the Five and the Six of Wands, and you have the Eight of Wands. You also have the 6 to the 7 of Pentacles, also the 8 to the 9 of Wands. So there's something with progression. There's something with growth, evolution, evolving, leveling up. A lot of these cards are about battling. This deck shows a lot of warriors and a lot of ninjas and stuff like that. When you, like, anyone that's been in, my little brothers used to be in martial arts classes and stuff like that when they were little, but it requires a lot of discipline, a lot of falling, a lot of like trial and error, getting up, get your ass up, fighting. And it's funny because one of my sisters sent me a video with a little boy that was also in a class, and he was crying, and the teacher said his teacher was showing him it's okay to cry. It's okay to let that all out. Like, there's you and because you're being initiated. This priest is initiating this guy. So you guys have been through a lot on your journey. That's what the major arcanas are. The major arcanas is the fool's journey from that place of nothingness, knowing nothing, being a fool to this, being open, and then learning the different levels of where you're at on your journey until you get to that place of completion, which is the World card, the Triumph card. The Triumph is the Olympics card. That's what I call it. It's the Olympics. Like, I've had to go through this. You don't train for the Olympics in just 1 year, 1 day, 1 week. Like, some people, whatever their craft is, whatever their calling is, whatever their sport is, whatever, let's call it that, they train for that at very young ages, if not like little toddlers, some of them. It takes a lot of discipline and a lot of work and a lot of ups and downs. This wasn't an easy path. Whatever this is specifically, this was not easy, and it's going to be different for everybody because your stories are different, your calling is different, your purpose, whatever, is different, or whatever it is that this pinnacle represents, this thing of value, this blessing, this gift, whatever this is going to be different to the next person. One thing that you value may not be the same thing somebody else values. But this was a lot of work, a lot of discipline, a lot of fighting, a lot of falling down and getting back up again, a lot of crying, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of battling the mind. There were some ups as well as included. You had some ups too with certain things, but it's like you haven't quite met that place where you want to be. And it's not saying that once you reach this place that's the ultimate, because as you know, it's just another part of your chapter in your journey, and then you'll move on to other things as you keep growing, as you keep evolving in your journey. But whatever this is was not easy. But with the King of Wands, that says you've mastered something, because you got a lot of wands here. You got the 5, you got the 6, you got the 8, and the 9 of Wands leading to the King. The King represents mastery. So yeah, and you couldn't do this by yourself with the priest here. Whether this priest represents people in your life that have helped you on your journey, whether this represents your spiritual team as well on the other side, you couldn't have done this alone. And I do feel like there's a test with how you handle this position of authority and where you're at, because it's easy to get in that place of arrogance, 6 of Wands, look down upon others, because you might be leveling up to being in a place of being the teacher to someone, or being some type of example to others, or those that hurt you could be the very ones that are going to come to you and need that help. How did you do that? Or they're going to be watching how you handle things. So it's easy to be like, haha, shitting on you, I did this, I did that. You can't be in that energy. Another thing too is like when you go through these courses and stuff like that with these types of fighting arts or whatever you want to call them, they teach you different levels of life, within this. It's not just about defeating somebody on an ego level. They teach you so much. Like, I can't even really go into it. Like, it's a lot. Um, just from my level of understanding, you know, what I've gathered, because I haven't been through that. I haven't actually had to do that. So, but you get where I'm getting at with this. Or shit, you watch, I don't know, Karate Kid or something, you'll know like how it helps you and trains you and builds you up as a person, as a character, but it's in a humbling sense. It's not an ego battle. It's not something like a, you know what I mean. So the Seven of Pentacles card being the last card is that there's still something with patience here, or maybe the test and the lesson for some was patience. This could have been, for some, your situation had to do with equal give and take, or how people treated you, or how you allowed other people to treat you, how you treated yourself. That could have been one of your lessons, because the Nine of Wands represents that wounded warrior card. This is someone that has been through a lot. But the good thing about the Nine of Wands is this is someone that has that perseverance within them. Like, they keep going. They don't stop where they're at. And it shows because you have the King of Wands here. So, yeah. Why is the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck? Top card, the Tower. Yeah. Dismantling. You have the Tower at the top, and you have the Seven of Swords. This is a victory over some type of foundation. This is some type of foundation that does not serve you or others. The Seven of Swords, I feel like, could be revealing some type of deception, whether it's revealing deception within yourself. Like, once that Tower moment happens, the Tower moment is also a card of enlightenment as well. I'm going to use the Edgar Allan Poe Tarot just to tap in a little bit, because these cards are kind of they're a little shadow work like. I do like them, but let's see. These are dope cards. I love these. Ooh, the Devil. Interesting. Have the Devil card, which is, that's the Saturn energy. I do see with this, it looks like transmutation with this fire card. This is almost like sacrificing the shadow, like certain shadow attributes of yourself. The cat, I was about to say familiar, like getting familiar with that shadow aspect of you. You have the black cat, which people refer to them in witchcraft as familiars. Where's the book? Because I want to read. I like how they tell like the stories, like certain Edgar Allan Poe stories, his quotes, his poems and stuff are included in these cards. I'm gonna read the Death card in this, or the Devil, my bad. It's the Devil card. I wanted to say Death because it does have the skull, but yeah. Death. The Temperance card is so cute. Just a little fairy. Okay, so the Devil. Pluto, the cat in the black cat, does not represent the devil. Rather, Pluto suffers from the negative energies and shadow elements that define the devil. For many years, Pluto has had his owner and had a peaceful relationship. Then his owner began drinking. One night, he becomes convinced that Pluto is avoiding him. The man attempts to grab the cat, but Pluto bites his hand. The man responds by gouging Pluto's eye out with a pocket knife. Oh my God. Animal cruelty. I don't like it. Pluto's wounds are physical embodiments of the dark energies that the devil represents. In this image, a black cat sits atop of the corpse of a woman who was buried behind a wall. Fire burns around them, symbolizing passion, desire, and destruction. So it says, your habit of indulging in pleasures or obsessions is out of hand. Addiction could be plaguing you, and can take many forms: sexual, food, exercise, drug, alcohol addictions. Embody the devil, as do obsessions with partners or exes. Evaluate your lifestyle. Are you putting too much emphasis on the material, as in career, money, expensive cars, or clothes? It's not that these things are bad. They can be empowering in moderation, but when out of balance, can destroy you. The devil can also indicate the need for a healthy exploration of darker energies such as shadow work. So this, the energies of obsessions and all of that, like these energies are being, I feel like they're being transmuted. They're being released. So what I got from what I just read with the black cat, his story, this is a person, this is an energy, excuse me, it's not a person. This is an energy that has been wounded, was in a circumstance that was painful for them, right? So it's easy for you to be in a place of maybe obsessing over what someone did to you or how things and what happened to you, or get even with people, or be in a dark place, or to externalize those energies through obsession, through food, drugs, sex, money, working, overwork, whatever, escapism basically. Or you can take this and transmute it. And I feel like that's what's happening. This is the shadow of this entire reading, because like I said, these cards to me are like shadow work cards, a little bit. But because Edgar Allan Poe had a very deep imagination, his poems and shit was a little interesting. So I feel like for you guys, this is the shadow work card for you, the devil. You could still be releasing some things. You know, we might gloss over things that can become excessive or obsessive at times, you know. So just figure out what that is for you. But I feel like this energy is being transmutated. Okay. Um, yeah, so this is going to be different for everyone. But I do feel like there's shadow work here with that card. You have the Tower card at the top, the Seven of Swords. So there's certain things maybe that's still underneath the surface that you're not seeing. We're never done evolving and growing, so there's always something to uncover, something always to learn. Like I said in other readings, you know, earlier, I think I said it in a reading earlier this week, or maybe it was a pick a card or something. Shadow work and healing and stuff like that does not always have to be like a tedious like job. Sometimes shadow work is doing something that motivates you, that positively uplifts you, or you helping somebody else, you heal through that. Doesn't always gotta be like you like Namyo Horenge Kyo under a tree or something or whatever. It could be different ways of healing. That's where you gotta get into listening to yourself and your higher self, listening to your spiritual team, and when they're talking to you, because they'll talk to you, they'll speak to you in different ways. Doesn't always got to be you hear a voice or something. It could be anything how spirit speaks to you. The universe is coded. Like everything in the universe is a messenger. It's a code. Like that's why the Matrix, like if you look at the, you know, the symbolism in the Matrix, how they have like that green, with all those codes and stuff like that. Everything in this universe is a message, a code of some sort. Speaks a language. So pretty much that's what I'm getting. I am getting the death card in this. So again, there's something with transformation, transmutation in this energy. You're prepping yourself for it. And with that fire, I feel like that's lower chakras energy. That's activation. That's like Kundalini rising up. Starts from the lower chakras and it goes all the way up to the top of the crown. So shedding your skin, rebirth. You guys may already be going through that already. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for this week. Or just whenever you watch this. This does not have to be a weekly reading. This can be whenever you're guided to watch this. But it does have a little bit of timely messages in it a little bit. Because I'm getting like strong energies with fall season. And I just noticed that the King of Wands is levitating over this fire. He's mastered this element of fire. Y'all watch Avatar, The Last Airbender. It's on Netflix. If you don't have Netflix, YouTube has all seasons that you can buy. Or I'm sure Apple, what's it called? Apple TV or whatever. You could probably like download it or rent it, like buy it and rent it or whatever on iTunes or TV, whatever, Apple TV. But watch that. If you feel led to, watch the Avatar, The Last Airbender. Because, yeah, I'm getting something with that. All right. So that is your reading, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll probably do the love vibe shortly. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.